What's up, hamsters of the internet? My name is UnevenRanger and welcome back to Dragon Age. When we last left off, we are in the Elven Woods. You know, I can never remember the name of this place. Yeah, I know it's the Dalish camp, but what are the... Where's my codex? Journal. Codex. Locations. Where's locations? Is there not a locations bit? I may be looking in the wrong area then. Yanfels, Chastened, Denerim. I will find this. This is going to bug me otherwise. Grey Wardens, Blights, Darkspawn. No, it's not that. Geography. It's some kind of woods. I can't remember the name of it anyway. That's going to bug me for the rest of this recording session. Before I start, sorry if I sound very crap, I guess the word would be. I've not been very ill. Well, fudge nuggets. I've not been very well for the past week, actually. I've not recorded at all, and I miss it, to be honest. Let's just sneakily look at what's in this chest.
Please leave that be. If you have need of equipment, I am sure Master Verathorn can help you.
Uh-oh. Can I ask what's inside?
What is the point? It is none of your business, so please, leave it be.
Well, I can see that me and her are not going to get along with my habit of pinching everything that I see. Yeah, like I said, I've not recorded all week because I've had this sore throat, you know, nose has been all... Yeah. And I'm not 100% yet. I'm still a bit off. So if I do sound like I've got a sore throat or if just something's off with my audio, you know, that's why. And I do apologise. Anyway, I've been dying for the past week to get back to Dragon Age, so
Under
let's talk.
invitation, Grey Warden.
My
name is Lanaya. I am Zathrian's first, what you might call an apprentice, perhaps. I've been studying under the Keeper all my life. I am a bit curious of the outside world. Do you mind if I ask you a question or two?
Be my guest. Go ahead.
I hear the human cities are very large. Thousands upon thousands of souls all packed together in their houses. Is that true?
Yeah. This is actually quite an interesting one, because I've lived in a village my entire life. You know, there's about 40, maybe 50 people that live in this village. So whenever I've been to, like, the big cities, like London, I was about to say Sheffield, London, Leeds, that kind of area, it's just crazy how busy and packed these areas are. It boggles the mind a little bit.
How very loud that must be with everyone talking all at once. I try to imagine those of our people living in such a place, surrounded by walls of stone and indifference. It is a difficult thought.
I wouldn't really call it indifference, but, yeah, I wouldn't know anything about it.
I suppose you haven't lived amongst the humans, then. It was worth asking anyway. It is said that one day we will have a land of our own. We Dalish gather the ancient wisdom in preparation for this. When that day comes, all elves, even those who have forgotten, will reclaim their former glory. I have one more question, though I'm not sure you can answer it. Do the humans ever regret what they did to us?
Some of them do. In all races, there are good and bad. Sorry. In all races, there are people that, you know, won't care about what happened before. I mean, look what we in the real life were doing less than 100 years ago. You know, the racism, the homophobia, all that stuff in the 60s, I believe it was. We regret that now. Not everyone does, but, you know, some people will.
Even if some regret, they do nothing. A poet once wrote of them before the fall of the Dales. Like dragons they fly, glory upon wings. Like dragons, they savage, fearsome, pretty things. But you don't need me to quote poetry to you.
I
Forgive
kind of
me.
like that. That's kind of cool.
Perhaps you have some questions of your own.
Tell me about yourself. You're a apprentice mage, basically?
I'm hardly anyone special, I assure you. If I seem different from the rest of my clan, it's only because I was born amongst humans. I came to the Dalish at a very young age, but I've always retained my curiosity about the world I came from.
That's a good trait. I didn't think any Dalish were born in the cities.
My parents were servants to a human merchant whose caravans plied the southern routes. One day, bandits killed him, and my parents both. I was the only survivor, just a young girl, and the bandits took me. I was their servant for several years.
That must have been horrible. And I don't like the... I don't even know how you would call it, when someone pauses before they say something. Because you know it's not what they actually want to say, but it's... Yeah, that's horrible.
It was. Though long years of reflection have allowed me to come to terms with it, to put them in perspective. I can only imagine what would have happened had the clan not saved me from them. I owe them my life for that, and more.
They rescued you from the bandits?
The bandits killed a scout when the clan passed near their camp. When the clan discovered him, Zathrian came looking for his killers. He followed their tracks for almost a month, and when he finally caught up to us, he fell on the bandits like a terror. No one could stop him. I sat there and I watched him attack them in a blur, and I reveled in every blow. When he saw me, the fury in his eyes turned to pity. He took me back to the clan, and I've been here ever since.
She just said that her family were killed, so I'm not going to ask that, but... Why was... Yeah, the hostility, you know.
They
Why?
have reason. Since the days of Arlathan, my people have been either subjugated or homeless.
I'm not responsible for what's done to the elves. Why do you have such... Well, you saw the person that was on the post, you know, the guard, sentry, whatever you want to call it. She was a butt. I was going to say something a lot worse, but I'm trying not to swear in these videos. So, yeah, she was a butt. An absolute butt.
That's true. And you're not even a human, so it's doubly unfair. But fairness does not play into such feelings. No outsider has ever been good for us.
You're not hostile.
I was not born here, so I see things differently from the others. Still, I do not blame them for what they feel. Perhaps this may change one day, but I believe the humans would have to take the first steps, if they are capable.
Yeah, probably not going to happen. What's this Aleph? I've got to tell you guys, or warn you I should say, I've never done this part of the game before. I've done the Circle of Magi, but that's the only one of these missions. Other than the Cult of Andraste, the dragon one. I've done that one to get Andraste's ashes, and I've done the Mage's Tower. The Circle, you know what I mean. I've done those two, but this is completely new to me, and I'm loving it. So I'm going to be going through all the dialogue options. I'm going to be asking questions, because I find the Dalish elves really interesting, to be honest. So what's this Arlathan?
It was our ancestral home, long ago when the humans first came to these lands. We were free then, and immortal. We did not know how to
Really?
deal with the humans, and in the end, they turned their power against us and destroyed Arlathan. Our ancestors were enslaved, and our culture lost forever.
Oh, bit of a noise bug. Elves were immortal back then?
They died, but not of an aged body as other races do. Not until the humans came. According to the legends, association with humans caused us to quicken. Our blood sped, and we began to age. So we avoided them naturally. And then we were enslaved by them for 1,000 years. And in so doing, we all were quickened permanently and our immortality destroyed. Or so the old tales say.
I wonder if that was actually true. Because, I mean, it's old tales. And obviously the elves would want to harbour... or they would harbour bad relations with humans. So I could see this being just like a old wives' tale, blaming them for something that all people want, immortality. So by saying they took this thing that everyone wants away from them, it would harbour, you know, bad blood between elves and humans. So I wonder if that's true. Because I don't know everything about the Dragon Age Origins, like, myths and the... I'm trying to think how to put it. Like, the mythology behind this game, I find it really interesting. Where would this immortality fit into it? Could you get your lifespan back?
In time and with seclusion. We Dalish have lengthy lifespans, and they will get longer. Zathrian himself has lived many centuries, though that is unusual even for us.
Wait, so this is proven? Like, the Dalish elves have longer lifespans than city... What are the lifespans of city elves? This is... Wow. Does Arlathan still exist?
Not to my knowledge. According to the old tales, the human mages sank Arlathan into the ground, crushing it beneath the rock.
Ouch. That would have taken a lot of power, just saying. Didn't you fight back?
The Tevinter Imperium was a force to be reckoned with. It was ruled by mages with powerful blood magic. Though Arlathan fought, they lost.
Fair enough. I can see why you resent humans.
Shemlen, we call them. Quick children. I suppose it takes a certain arrogance to look upon another people as children, no? Perhaps
True.
we should be more heedful of our own role in Arlathan's loss. Even so, it was a bitter lesson to learn. One we are not grateful for.
I thought your homeland was called the Dales.
That was our second homeland. Our first was the great city of Arlathan. The Dales came when they were freed from enslavement. Elves everywhere journeyed hundreds and thousands of miles to the Dales, eager to start their lives anew. They called it the Long Walk. They reached the Dales and made it their own. And one day it was taken from us too, and you wonder why we are hostile.
That's a good point. Is there no way to get on your clan's good side? Because I don't want to be in an argument with every sentry I meet.
It requires an individual to prove he is not the outsider we have come to expect. Your own task to help our clan is certainly a step in the right direction.
Fair enough. I'd like to ask something else.
Certainly.
What does a keeper do exactly?
A keeper is, first and foremost, the leader of the clan. He decides where we go and when we shall move. He's also responsible for knowing the clan's ancient lore and passing it on to the others in the clan. Without a keeper, the clan's knowledge is lost forever, so the clan protects him like no other.
This is something I don't know. Is there multiple clans? Or is this just one big, like, community? In which case, what happens if one keeper is killed? Does the keeper from another clan, you know, train up an apprentice and then send that apprentice to the clan to be the new keeper? Or what? Because the clan's knowledge would be lost, you know. Would the other clan even accept them as a keeper? Because, you know, they wouldn't have their clan's... I get way too into these games sometimes.
It's possible I might have had some, maybe many.
Crap.
Zathrian offered to take me back, but I had no idea where I was from, and I wanted to stay with the man who rescued me. The clan is my family. Any others out there? It's best they believe that little girl died with her parents. For now, the clan is all I need. My old world could not have offered me all this, and the knowledge of a keeper as well. Perhaps one day, when I am keeper, I might inquire out of curiosity. I'm not sure what lies down that road except pain, however.
How do you become a keeper?
I am not a keeper. I am Zathrian's first. Though because I was not born into the clan, becoming his first was very difficult. We Dalish have old traditions. The clans come from the ranks of the nobility that once ruled the Dales, you see.
Ah, so there are multiple ones.
The keepers of those old clans have the strongest and purest blood that reaches back to the days of Arlathan. I had to compete against the other candidates for first, to be better than them in everything, simply because I was not of the old blood.
So the fact that she said clans, plural, there is definitely... That just opens so many questions. You must be proud of your accomplishments.
I am. The ceremony where Zathrian anointed me as his first was the proudest day of my life. The clan has placed great trust in me. One day, I will lead them and be the one who secures our future.
I wonder if that means in future games we'll see her as the keeper, What can you tell me about Zathrin?
Nothing that you could not ask Zathrian himself. He is the keeper of this clan and has been for a very long time. He is also a very good man who has lost much. The Dalish are everything to him, and he would do anything to protect them.
What's he lost?
He lost his family. A very long time ago. I don't know the story, but I understand the circumstances were horrific.
Sorry to hear that. Is there anything more about herself?
I'm hardly anyone special,
Okay, no,
I came to the Dalish at a very young... As you wish.
That's what we already learned. That was quite interesting to learn, actually.